Queensland singer-songwriter Tyla Rodrigues. Good afternoon, Tyla.
Hello, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good. Thanks for having me in to have a chat again.
No, look, it's always great to catch up, and it's pretty much, I think it's 1 year to the day. It was the Sunday of last year's festival that we chatted for the very first time.
Yeah.
It was the 21st last year. So how about that?
And I've been looking forward to this moment since, Dan.
Oh, stop it. Look, 2024, what a breakout year for Tyla Rodrigues.
Oh, thank you. Last year felt huge in many ways. I think the first sort of start of the year felt different for me because the years before that I had done lots and lots of performing, heaps of gigs every week, and then the start of 2024 was spent doing a lot of writing and a lot of time in the studio recording and writing for my debut EP, Upon Reflection.
Upon Reflection, yeah.
So there was a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that went on last year, but then I was lucky enough to be on tour with Dylan Gossett at the end of last year. I played a main stage set at Groundwater Country Music Festival as well. So after I released the EP, it just felt like it was non-stop in that sense. And so it was a huge year, and I'm so grateful for everything that I got to do.
Yeah, I mean, 4 singles released across 2024? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I mean, Straight Outlaw, Wall, If Walls Could Talk, Wish I Would. I mean, the EP is fantastic. It really is. I mean, it's been getting a constant flogging on my CD.
Thank you.
Listened to it all the way from Campbelltown to Tamworth a few times.
Hey, that's a long drive too.
It was. And again, you had your EP launch, and it was it because you did 3. You did one in Brisbane, one in Melbourne, and one in Sydney.
Yes, and that was an awesome kind of run of shows too. It was the first time I sort of, I guess, took a chance at doing my own thing. I think everything prior to that was kind of with someone else, and, you know, me and my family, my mum and dad are huge supporters of mine and are a big kind of part of my team, the biggest part of my team. And so they were kind of like, I think this is your time. Like, you should just give it a crack. And so the Beer Shed was obviously my first headlining show, and as was the rest of the tour. And so I couldn't have been more grateful for the outcome. And it was just an experience that I'd never had doing these shows, and obviously being terrified, are people going to buy tickets? Are people going to, show up? And then to have at the Beer Shed and in Melbourne and in Brisbane just a full house of people that loved and supported my music. And it was really prevalent too, because especially at the Beer Shed, I thought, Sydney, I don't know what type of following I've got there. I'm lucky, obviously Brisbane's where I live now and I consider home, and Melbourne is where I grew up. Sydney was the real one where I was like, oh, this could go. I'm not sure how this could go. And to have a room full of people singing, my songs back to me and all that stuff, it was a surreal feeling. It
was great. I was there, and it was just such a magic evening. And I was going to ask, the event sort of answered it for me. I was going to say, Sydney, did you realise you had such a fan base? Obviously Melbourne's where you're from, took it home. Brisbane, obviously everyone up there knows Tyla Rodrigues. If they didn't, they do now. Sydney. And especially the Beer Shed, Western Sydney. And 100%. I mean, the place was chockers.
Thank you. No, and 100%. And it was, don't get me wrong, it was a shock to me too. And even, again, after that, doing the tour for Dylan, I got so many, when that came out and got announced, I got so many messages from Sydney. Oh my gosh, we got tickets, and now we've got a lineup of a night of artists that we love. And it was awesome, doing those shows, and again, seeing people sing my songs at Dylan's show. And I'm not going to lie, when that I kind of got the offer to do that opening slot, I love Dylan Gossett and listen to his music. Absolutely, but I just was a bit worried that maybe my style's a bit different, and it's always scary when you get put on to support someone else. You have to win over their crowd. It's not a crowd for you necessarily.
Sure.
And so it was a huge shock to get there and play these shows and see people that knew my stuff. It was really cool, really, really cool.
You've got quite a fan base in Tamworth. I ducked out after your set, and I rushed back before Pete Cullen's set. And Ali Rowe were on in the middle last night at Americana in the Park. I had to eat because I hadn't eaten all day. I've been so busy with this festival caper.
Find time to do that.
But what I did notice was the massive queue at the merch tent for you. Not that I'm surprised. I know you're a superstar. I didn't realise you had that much stock with you, because that lineup was huge.
Yeah, no, and it blows me away every time. To be honest, you just never know, and it's one of those things you kind of put it out there, and I have got a lot of stock at the moment, and so just went out, and it's just, whether people are buying merch or not, I think what I really love about Tamworth is that even playing in the park last night, I did a trio thing for anyone that wasn't there. I did my fiddle player Mimi and Tyne on the guitar, and we just did a trio thing, and even that, it was really nice to just look out and see an audience that are happy to sit there and listen. You know, it's not exactly about blowing their socks off with songs that they know or love. Like, I did pretty much a full set of originals, and they were just happy to sit there and listen. And, you know, to your point, they came after, and even if it wasn't buying merch, they just wanted to come and shake hands and say hi and say, hey, that was a great performance. And that to me means so much. Like, people taking the time to get out of their camp chairs and come over and line up just to tell me that was an awesome set, and to take the photos. So it really means a lot.
Well, it felt great for us on your behalf, because I thought, oh, that's amazing. Because I could hear people singing along to your songs. I thought,
oh, cool.
I can't imagine how you're feeling up there, because you hear it all.
Yeah.
And people are engaging, not just like, oh, we're just waiting for Link to get out of here.
Yeah.
It was, you know, it was just such a fantastic evening. And your fan base is just growing exponentially. And I mean, 2024, your debut EP, a number of great singles. 2025, what's on the forecast for Tyla Rodrigues?
So 2025 for me, there's already been a lot of very exciting stuff. Like, obviously playing last night in Tamworth was huge. Like, my first Tamworth was 4 years ago, and I walked up and I watched the opening night, and I thought that I would love to be on that stage. And it was really funny. I had a little memory pop up a year ago today. I was lucky enough to be invited by Caitlin Thomas to do backing vocals and things like that. And I said to her, and I took a photo, and I was like, I'd love to do a set of my own here one day. And to the day, like exactly yesterday, I got to play that. So it's already kicked off to be a great year. But really the goals for this year is to just get out and play the EP and write a lot of songs. That's my kind of goal. And at the moment, I'm working behind the scenes to release from the launch night in Brisbane, the live album, which I'm really pumped about, because I was nervous, as any artist or vocalist would be, because to sing for, I think the show ended up being maybe 45 to an hour.
Yep.
And to kind of record all that and then release it, it's a bit terrifying, and I'm very much a perfectionist, so I listened back to it a couple times, and I was like, okay, I'm really happy with how that turned out, so now I'm going to stop listening to it, because I will pick the pieces out of it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the next thing that's coming, the live album out on the 30th, but if you're getting around Tamworth, I am selling the physical copies at my shows at the moment. But yeah, other than that, just a lot of writing, and I just want to get out there and play these songs.
Okay, we're going to take a short break, but just a little tease. You've got your guitar with you, so you're going to perform something for us live here shortly.
I would love to.
Excellent. And your business in Tamworth isn't finished yet.
No.
We'll talk about that after our short break. Stay tuned here. Tyla Rodrigues, absolute superstar in 2025. Going to be huge. For hear all about it after this short break on 2TM's ongoing coverage of the Tamworth Country. 12 minutes to 2 here on Tamworth's Best, 1287 2TM. Our ongoing live coverage, around-the-clock coverage of the 53rd Annual Toyota Tamworth Country Music Festival. Our coverage brought to you by McDonald's. I'm joined here live in studio by Queensland singer-songwriter Tyla Rodrigues. Tyla, welcome once again.
Thank you.
So you're going to play a song for us and our 2TM audience. What are you going to play for us today?
If you don't mind, I'm going to play one off of my EP, Upon Reflection. It's one of my favourites. I probably shouldn't have favourites off my own EP, but I was lucky enough to have Blake O'Connor, who is one of my favourite Australian artists, who's now over in Nashville, sing on this, and he actually features on the track, and I think, honestly, he makes it everything that it is. But I'm going to sing it for you on my lonesome today, if that's cool.
Take it away, Tyla
Alright.
Rodrigues.
Here's Heart Don't Fail Me Now. Used to think the flowers you brought me were a little bit cheesy, and the way that you left the dance shows was only to please me. Figured when the shine wore off, you'd be good as gone. There was something in your eyes telling me, hold on. you dropped me back home before my parents could rest. And there's something to say about a guy raised that way. 'Cause that kind of respect just ain't how they're living today. So follow your heart, and that's what Mama said. Put trust in your soul and get out of my head. 'Cause all of this thinking keeps dragging me down. So hard, don't fail me now. I'm sending my prayers to the sky, 'cause my money's on you. I'm laying all my chips down, so don't make me lose. And follow your heart, and that's what Mama said. Put trust in your soul. Get out of my head. 'Cause all of this thinking keeps dragging me down, down, down. So hard, don't fail me now. So hard, don't fail me now. So hard, don't fail me now.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a stellar performance once again.
Thank you very much.
Do you ever sing an off note?
Oh, absolutely.
When?
All the time.
When?
It happens all the time.
You just do it that poorly that no one notices.
Yeah, I've learned to just become very good at covering up my mistakes. That's all.
Oh, look at that. Fantastic. And again, our 2TM audience will be sitting there going, wow.
Thank you.
Actually, they're probably going, more. And honestly, I'd let you play all afternoon, but you've got places to be, and John Wolf's going to kick me out shortly, taking over from 2 till 6. Look, Tyler, anyone who still wants to see you perform here in Tamworth, there are opportunities.
Absolutely. I am lucky enough to be part of the Songs for the Sky event at the Town Hall, raising money for the Royal Flying Doctors. So it's a great lineup for that one. So if you haven't got tickets yet, that's going to be really great. That's on the 23rd, I believe. Thursday 23rd, 1 till 5.
Excellent. So it's Thursday afternoon catered for.
Yes.
At
Tamworth
the
time.
Town Hall. So jump online for tickets. Head down to Festival HQ. You'll be able to get tickets for that.
Yeah.
Get in quick because it'll sell out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guaranteed. It's going to be another 38, 39 degree day on Thursday. And hopefully their air conditioner's working.
Yes. Oh, man. I'm sure hoping so. And then another one in the Town Hall on Friday 24th. And that's opening for James Johnston, which I'm also very, very excited for. He's running at the moment. He's still on his way here, raising money for Ronald McDonald House. So
Right.
if anyone has the time or funds, you can send a donation and you will get actually a copy of his brand new single, Hellboy. It's for a great cause. I absolutely support Ronald McDonald House. I was lucky enough to be part of their Under the Vines charity event last year. And so I have so much time for that charity and what they do. So if you can donate to that, do so. But also, I'll be at that show on Friday.
Fantastic. And you do a lot for various charities, Tyler.
Yeah,
you should be commended.
Oh, thank you. No, I guess what I do and singing, I have the opportunity to be part of them when I can, and I'll take that opportunity and chance I get because there's some really great people doing really great things out there.
Yeah, no, and using your platform for such positive, it should be commended.
Thank you.
Look, We're running out of time. I do apologise. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come in here to the 2TM studios. It's always a pleasure and welcome anytime you're remotely in the area. I know Tamworth, we're very lucky to have you once a year, so we'll catch lightning in a bottle when we can.
No, thank you very much, and thank you for making the time. I love getting in here and having a chat with you, so I appreciate it.
Open door policy here.
Thank you.
Thursday afternoon for the fundraiser, so Songs from the Sky, it's all part of raising funds for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Thursday, 1 till 5, Tamworth Town Hall, and Friday night, Tamworth Town Hall opening for James Johnson. Tyla Rodrigues, thank you.
Thank you.
It is 4 minutes to 2 here on Tamworth's Best, 1287 2TM. I'm taking off. John Wolfe will take over after the 2 o'clock national news and weather. 2TM's ongoing live coverage of the Tamworth Country Music Festival, all brought to you by McDonald's. News and weather next.
Start your day with Shanae. Join me weekday mornings for 2TM breakfast, thanks to Solar Bright Tamworth. From familiar faces to local places.